G'day fellas, and welcome to a Sleepy Drongo video. I've just woken up and I've just realized that we've got a little bit of news on our hands for Age of Empires 4. What is next for Age of Empires 4? That is a great question, as we are now able to see a roadmap after what happened a little bit earlier in the week, where there was a somewhat underwhelming patch that happened. And that is exactly what they're talking about here on the roadmap: performance fixes, system updates. Then it continues to move on. So we see Winter 2021 update, over 100 balance updates, in-game player scores, bug and performance fixes, Chinese Dynasty UI changes, mini-map adjustments. So this is Winter 2021, so I'm going to expect this is within the next month or two. It is, Winter 2021, it is very specific. It's not Winter 2022. This is going to be within the next month. So there's only a couple weeks left in this year, so hopefully we get to see that soon. Some amazing changes, mainly the Chinese Dynasty UI changes. You guys know that I absolutely love the Chinese, but it's a little bit frustrating playing them, so great changes there. Then we've got the spring update, which is the UGC, user-generated content creation tools, patrol function, balance updates, and bug and performance fixes. And then, of course, we've got season begin. So this is the ranked season. So you can see that down the bottom here, they've got the fall 2021 and then spring 2022. So towards spring 2022. So we can expect to see ranked seasons beginning probably in March of next year, maybe a little bit earlier. Who knows? But I would expect, with the way that they've put it here, and this is being a spring update, that seasons probably wouldn't be beginning until maybe March. So another 4 months away. Seems like a long way to go for seasons. These are ranked seasons, for anybody wondering. So let's talk a little bit about the changes that we can expect to see on the roadmap and what's going to be coming up. So they've got make the choice to turn on and view in-game player scores. Based on community feedback, we've made the decision to implement in-game scores for those who wish to have them. We know that using this feature can change the way you choose to play the game, so we want to empower you to make the choice for yourself. Starting with our Winter 2021 update, you'll be able to enable in-game player score on a case-by-case basis for custom lobby multiplayer and skirmish matches. So it's important to note this does not apply in ranked games or quick match games. If you're playing a quick match game, you're still not going to be able to see score. So that is a design decision that they've gone with, because they don't want people to determine the outcome of a game preemptively based on a score. So do you guys like that decision? I'm a big fan of that design decision. I know that it's been somewhat controversial, but I like the fact that we're able to have this on in custom lobbies and skirmishes. So whether we see pro players start using this, who knows? We've moved the Chinese Dynasty button and user interface to a less prominent position on the screen. You'll now find it in the lower left-hand corner. Okay, perfect. As long as it's out of the way, that's wonderful. The ability to view the map post-match is something you've asked for, and we've begun to make changes to allow you to do just that. Starting with the Winter 2021 update, you'll be able to pan across the map of a completed match after finishing up your game. We'll be looking to fold in additional options to allow you to easily switch back and forth between the completed map view and the post-game stats in Spring 2022. Spring 2022. Oh, that's the next update. I was like, Winter 2022? Spring 2022. It's fine. Okay, so that is going to be... All right, so that's coming in about 3 months. That's our timeline. Refinements made to the in-game minimap to improve readability are also coming in Winter 2021. So improvements including reducing the size of icons, ensuring the wonder icon on the minimap matches the icon displayed on the HUD, increasing the size of the primary town center in comparison to other landmarks, and adjusting the color of certain resources. For balance and bug fixing, we've got loads of changes to share with you in our release notes when the update lands, but here are a handful of adjustments our balance team is particularly excited about. French Hulk ship tweaked to no longer rule the high seas. Crossbowmen, spearmen, and elite crossbowmen will pose... I like that they included elite crossbowmen here and crossbowmen, but spearmen, but not elite spearmen. I wonder what the thinking is behind that. Anyway, will pose a greater threat to cavalry. Great. Significantly reduce the cost of the Chinese civilization's repeater crossbow. Wonderful. Fixed a Holy Roman Empire prelate unit to allow them to continue inspiring after being pushed. That's a bug fix. That's not a balance update. Oh, but it does say balance and bug fixing. Mongol superior mobility adjusted to ensure the speed modifier is appropriately applied. Thank you to the community for calling this out. And fix issue for the Rus civilization to eliminate infinite relic duplication. So a lot of big changes in here, a lot of bug fixes, but great to see that French getting changed. Crossbows, spearmen, and elite crossbows are going to be able to deal with the French a little bit easier. And most importantly, China is actually going to have something good going for it, because at the moment it really doesn't. So that is the first little part of the roadmap, the winter part. What are your thoughts on that? Is that enough time, or is that enough changes for what we've expected so far? The game's been out for 3 weeks. Obviously, the first patch that came out was underwhelming. The fact that there was only really one thing changed, which was the Mongol town centers, and a lot of people weren't even happy really with that change, especially that we sort of saw it drop out of the meta. But let's take a look at what this spring update is going to bring for Age of Empires 4. So Age of Empires 4 also has the user-generated content and tools allowing you to bring your ideas to life, at least coming soon. So not a mod maker yourself, no worries. You'll still be able to enjoy the work of others, sampling their vision for unique maps, modes, and more. This will provide just another way to truly make history your story in Age of Empires 4. Spring 2022 will also see the start of ranked seasons. Ranked seasons will span 12 weeks, allowing players to compete head-to-head, climb the ranked ladder, and earn exclusive in-game rewards based on performance. We look forward to sharing more about seasons in 2022, and if you're looking to get some practice in ahead of time, we'd encourage you to brush up on your knowledge of blah, 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 blah. All right. We'll also be finalizing some minor improvements to the post-game map in spring 2022, including the patrol move you've been asking for, as well as exploring the inclusion of other features and fixes based on player feedback. Looking forward. So keep in mind, they've got looking forward listed up here. Actually, they don't even have looking forward listed up here, so I'm assuming this is more to come. So probably not going to be in these first 2 updates. So probably a little bit bigger things that are taking a bit longer to implement. So what do we have? We've got global build queue. We know this is a feature many of you have enjoyed in previous Age titles, would like to see in Age of Empires 4. So that is what, so it says here, your feedback will help us as we continue to plan for spring 2022 and beyond. We're actively looking into the feedback below. So I can reasonably assume, because they have raised this, that they are going to be fixing this or adding this. Improvements to the unit stat card. Based on your feedback, we're looking into how you can better serve up the most meaningful stats at a glance. Wonderful, because it's terrible at the moment. Hotkey improvements. We recognize that hotkeys are a big component in competitive play and are a topic of the community cares, or are a topic that the community cares about greatly. So this is a bigger change and something we're investigating from a few different angles, including a movement away from the grid system, as well as implementing a few other options via hotkey selections. Really, really good to hear. This is going to... this makes me so happy. A lot of my friends don't play Age of Empires 4 because of the terrible hotkeys. And when I say terrible hotkeys, I'm happy with the hotkeys because I used the grid hotkeys before this. It was very easy for me to come across. They have not used the grid hotkeys. They have been playing the game the same way for 20 years, and they want to continue to be able to play the game the same way. So let them play that way. Hopefully they'll come across. Wonderful stuff to see. Taunts and Cheats, part of the Age legacy. We're exploring what these elements would look and sound like in Age of Empires 4. This is a great indication. And AI difficulty, we've heard from you that the AI difficulty could use some tuning, specifically making the easy AI less aggressive and boosting the challenge of the hard AI. And then Waypoint Indicators, another quality of life feature from previous Age titles. We know this is something many of you want to see. Thank you again to each and every one of you who have helped in bringing us the dawning of a new age. All right. Well, that is it. That is the huge news for today. Is it enough? Is it enough to sort of make me feel like, oh, look, the first balance patch wasn't really a balance patch. It was more of just a hot fix. I don't know how you can call it a patch. But look, it makes me feel a little bit better. They've redeemed themselves here. They've communicated with us. We have asked throughout these, opening weeks to communicate with us. Just give us something. And they've given us something. Is this enough? Are you happy with this? I'm happy with this. I think this is a reasonable outlook from here. And to be honest, I think that green lights ahead for Age of Empires 4. It's looking better. Well, fellas, that's the end of the video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. It's a little bit of a quick one. Age of Empires 4 is available right now on Steam, Xbox Game Pass, so if you haven't already, make sure you check it out, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and thank you so much for watching.